If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here and we're back with some more insane trading methods that can help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 22. So what we're going to be looking at today is a bunch of filters that are based off of the brand new marquee matchups. And as we jump into these, all I ask is that you guys just drop a like on the video, press that thumbs up. It really does help me out. So the first thing we're going to be looking at here is just straight up Liverpool players. There's a section of the marquee matchups that is Chelsea versus Liverpool, and it requires both a Liverpool and a Chelsea player. So right now, the Liverpool players, as you can see, are selling for about 1,300 coins a piece. So selling at 1,300, you're going to lose 65 on tax. So typically, I'd try to pick these up for 1,100 coins or less. Now, with marquee matchups filters, what you'll typically find is these cards are going to pop up a ton, as you can see here. There's going to be a lot of cards popping up in this filter, but generally they're going to be very difficult to pick up because marquee matchups filters are super popular and tons of people are going to be on these, so these cards are heavily contested. So when I'm doing marquee matchups filters on something like a major league or a big club like Liverpool and Chelsea, I'm typically going to go for just a bidding. And you can see here in these bids, quite a few people are bidding to 1,100 because they're doing exactly what we're doing. They saw that these cards sell for 1,300 a piece, so they're going to go ahead and bid up to 1,100. So what you need to do is you can see a bunch of those have 1,100 coin bids on them. You just need to flick ahead until there aren't all those bids on these cards, and then you can just start mass bidding 1,100 on these cards. Very, very simple stuff here. You just need to kind of get ahead of all the people that are bidding, and then if people start bidding like 1,100 or over on all these cards, that's when you would go ahead and just move to another filter. And then after you've mass bid on all those cards and you're kind of sitting there waiting for them to expire, that's when you can come in and do some sniping here. So then you've bid on all your cards, and while you're waiting, you're not just sitting there staring at the cards. You can also try to pick some up from sniping here. So that's our first filter here, is just going to be Liverpool players. Now, the thing is, you can also look at Chelsea players here, but you're mainly going to be looking at the common golds with Chelsea, because as you can see, all the Chelsea players are not nearly as expensive as the Liverpool players. If we take a look here, they're selling, yeah, it looks like for about 750 coins here. So we're really only, yeah, 700 actually. We're really only going to be looking at the common golds because of that, because they're the only ones that can get listed low enough to the point where we'd actually make coins on them picking them up. So if these are going to sell for 700 a piece, as we've seen, you're going to lose 35 coins on tax. So you're going to want to pick these up for about 550 or less. Now, I haven't tried this filter in terms of sniping. I don't know how many people would really be on a gold common Chelsea filter. Just because you kind of have to mess with it a little bit, even though it's a marquee matchups filter. So it'd be interesting to see how quickly these cards pop up and how quickly or how easy it is to actually snipe them. But if we just go in here and look, I think I have that market glitch there where not everything pops up. But if we just have a look at the gold commons and see if there's any bids here for like 550 or less, I'd be interested to see. There's nothing like coming up soon here. I just wish that market glitch wasn't a thing so we could actually just search it. But you can see they do have quite a few commons. There's at least 3 common golds there. Now, it looks like we're just going to have that market glitch, but you can see there's a bunch of cards rolling in here that have deals on. But again, this isn't for 20 minutes, which is the thing with common cards, is there's just not as many on the market. So bidding, there really isn't as much stuff to bid on, but it also means a lot less people are going to be doing this. So there's potential to pick up some pretty good deals on those. So yeah, with this Chelsea one, you got to play with it a little bit and go gold common here, but not too bad at all. We'll go ahead and rock with that. Now, into our next filter, we are going to go ahead and move on to the Scottish League here. And guys, please do, if you have, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Absolute legends. All right. So first thing we're going to be looking at here in the Scottish League is Celtic Players. So Celtic Players right now, this is a very popular SBC because this is the section of marquee matchups that has the winter wildcard token in it. And you can see these Celtic players sell for about 2,300 by the looks of things. Looks like 2,200 they're going to insta sell, 2,300 they'll also sell. So what I'd do is I would try to pick these guys up for about 2,000 coins or less, probably try to sell them for 2,300. And again, this is going to be another filter where there's going to be a ton of people sniping on this filter, and it's going to be next to impossible to pick these cards up. So this is again a scenario where I'm typically going to rock with bidding. You'll see that with most filters I go into. I don't really enjoy sniping that much in the first place. And when it's super popular stuff like this, you're typically going to have to go with bidding because it's going to be impossible to pick them up. So you can see here we got a lot of bids where people are just bidding a flat 2K, probably selling these 2.3 exactly like what we're going to do. So it shows you how valuable of a method this is when I just jump on here and there's people already doing it. Now, it could be annoying when it's like that when you go to do it, but the thing is, you just need to flick ahead until you're able to actually bid on these cards, and then you could sit here and start bidding on these for like 2K a piece and making easy coins off the back of this. So the thing about this filter is there are bronzes and silvers in it, which is amazing because a lot of people will just focus on these gold cards. One, it might just be people doing the SPC that are trying to pick these cards up. Two, a lot of people might just search with a gold filter because a lot of people just do that. But where you can get a lot of your good deals is on these bronze and silver cards that a lot of people overlook. So these are really good for bidding. So that's something to pay attention to there. Is just these bronze and silver cards can have some amazing deals. So make sure you're searching all qualities, or you could even just quickly go like bronze, find some cards to bid on, go silver, find some cards to bid on, and just do it like that because that is where you find a lot of your deals. But moving on to our final filter here, what we're going to be looking at is Rangers here. So again, Rangers, obviously, ton of cards in this filter, from bronzes to silvers to golds. And if we take a look at the price here, these are selling a little bit less than the Celtic players. It looks like about 1,900 these are going to be selling for. Yeah, 1,900 seems to be the selling price for these. So again, I'm going to be picking these up for about 1,700 or less, I would say, is going to be where you're going to want to be buying these cards. 900 there. Ooh, missed him. Again, it's one of those things. Sniping isn't really going to be all that great, so I'm going to be on the mass bidding side of things for a filter like this. And you can see, wow, 25 seconds left. He's got no bid. This guy is, I mean, you can see here, this filter looks like it could be ridiculous right now. And again, this will change throughout the day, too. There will be times you might jump on the Liverpool filter and there might be nobody on it. It is just so random, and you just got to keep up to date with those. Now, I'd be interested to see in our transfer targets what these cards actually sell for and if people are just kind of slowly bidding on those and they're not actually this cheap. But let's take a look here. If my transfer targets would load, I'm going to miss out on these cards. Yay! All right, where are we at here? Those are just some old cards I've got sitting around there. We ended up winning that guy for 1,200 already, and we know those sell for 1,900, so that's some pretty easy profit right there. And none of this is loading for me. EA are absolutely killing me here. Absolutely killing me. But as you can see by that card, I mean, it just depends on the time of the day, how lucky you get. You just need to rotate between these filters until you find one that is working for you. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video.